Imagine you just got a new house with an in-ground pool and the first thing you think about is how many hours you'll spend hunched over a hose, scrubbing the bottom after every swim. I've been there spending weekends dragging a vacuum around, getting tangled in cords, and still wondering if I missed a spot. Before you throw another dollar at a traditional pump and filter system, let's see whether a cordless robotic cleaner can actually give you the freedom you're looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The KANGJIEM Cordless Robotic Pool Cleaner promises a truly cordless experience. No hoses, no external booster pump, and a battery that should let you run up to 90 minutes on a single charge. That sounds perfect for a family that swims a few times a week, but the real question is whether the convenience lives up to the hype when you put it through a typical weekend cleaning cycle. First, let's talk about the setup. Because there's no hose or power cord, you literally just drop the unit into the water, press the start button, and let it do its thing. The self-parking technology means that once the battery dips low or the cleaning cycle is done, the robot finds its way back to the side of the pool and settles on the skimmer or a designated charging spot. In my own testing, that feature eliminated the awkward moment where you have to fish a corded vacuum out of the water and wrestle it back onto the deck. The robot's intelligent sport mode also adjusts its path based on the shape of your pool, which is handy if you have an irregular layout with a shallow lounge area and a deeper diving zone. Now, who actually benefits from this design? If you have a medium-sized in-ground pool up to about 860 square feet as the specs claim, and you're looking for a low-maintenance solution that you can set and forget for a few weeks, the KANGJIEM fits that niche. Busy parents, retirees who want to keep the pool clean without turning cleaning into a chore, and vacation home owners who only need occasional upkeep will find the cordless freedom a genuine time-saver. The 90-minute runtime covers most standard pools in a single pass, meaning you can let it run while you're having a barbecue or watching a game, and it will finish before anyone even notices the water is clearer. On the other side, if you're a serious pool enthusiast who expects a sparkling surface after every swim, or if your pool is larger than the advertised 860 square foot limit, this robot might fall short. The battery life, while impressive on paper, can shrink in colder water or if the pool has a lot of debris. I ran it in a pool that was a bit colder than my typical summer temperature, and the runtime dropped to roughly 70 minutes before the robot started looking for a place to dock. That's still enough for a decent clean, but it does mean you'll need to monitor the cycle if you have a lot of leaf fall in the autumn months. Performance-wise, the upgraded suction power of 300 pascals is enough to pick up sand, fine dirt, and even small leaves without getting clogged. In a real-world test, I tossed a handful of pine needles and a few coffee grounds into the water to simulate a typical weekend mess. The robot handled the pine needles without any hiccups, and the coffee grounds were sucked up and stored in the onboard filter bag. The bag is easy to remove, just lift the lid, empty it, and snap it back in. However, the bag's capacity is modest, so if you have a pool that gathers a lot of debris quickly, you'll find yourself emptying it every 2030 minutes. That's a small inconvenience compared to dragging a hose, but it's something to consider if you prefer a sit-and-forget experience without frequent interruptions. Another practical strength is the robot's adaptability to different pool materials. Whether your surface is plaster, vinyl, or fiberglass, the cleaner's brush system adjusts its pressure to avoid scratching while still agitating the floor enough to dislodge grime. I tried it in a vinyl-lined pool that tends to retain a thin film of algae after a rainy spell, and the robot managed to break that film without any visible wear on the liner. For owners of older pools with uneven bottoms, the device's low-profile wheels navigate steps and slopes better than many bulkier competitors, which often get stuck on the transition between the shallow and deep ends. The weaknesses tend to be subtle but add up over time. The robot's control panel is minimalist, consisting of just a few buttons and a small LED indicator. There's no mobile app, no Wi-Fi connectivity, and no programmable cleaning schedule beyond the basic start-stop button. If you're used to the modern smart pool cleaners that let you set a weekly timer from your phone, you'll feel the KANGJIEM is a bit behind. Also, the lack of a visible power indicator means you have to trust the robot's internal battery gauge. After a few months, the battery's true